Good morning, students. How are you? Well, I'm present again with the fourth video of the same chapter, that is verbs, finite verbs and tenses. So, in this video, we will study the second part of the exercise. Let us do 8.3. In the previous video, we studied the finite verb. What is the finite verb? I explained it, I told you in the previous video. Finite verb means the verb which is limited by the number and person of its subject is called finite verb. In other words, we can say that the verb which changes according to the number and person of the subject is called finite verb. Finite verb also changes according to the tense. Okay? So now in this video, let's solve the exercise 8.3 and its second part. So come at open your book at page number 67. The second part is given. Write meaningful verbs in present indefinite in the given blanks. Add s or es to singular verbs. Okay? So as you know, we use singular verb with singular subject and plural verb with plural subject. To make the verb singular, we add s or es to the first form of the verb. Okay? So the verbs are given in the yellow box: bury, check, fight, live, look after, manage, observe, study, travel, treat. So these are the verbs, and we have to fill these verbs in the sentences given below to make a meaningful sentence. Okay? The first one, an astronaut. See here, I have written an astronaut in space. In space. So what does an astronaut do in space? Travel. Okay? Travels. So we will fill here travels. Travels. Okay? So your sentence will be an astronaut travels in space. Clear? So why we are adding s here? Because the subject is singular. An astronaut. An means one. An astronaut travels. So the subject is singular. So the verb will be singular. And to make the verb singular, we add s or es to the first form of the verb. So we have added s. Now the second sentence. An astronomer starts in observatory. So what does an astronomer do in observatory? Is stars. So what is stars? Means he observes stars. So here the verb will be observe. Observes. Okay. We are adding s here. Why? S is added because the subject is singular. An astronomer means one person. So we will add s to the first form of the verb. Observe. Observe is first form of the verb. So we add s because the subject is singular. The verb also will be singular. So your full sentence will be: an astronomer observes stars observatory. Next, a caretaker states means properties. So what is the duty of a caretaker? Here subject is also one. A caretaker means one person. What does he do? He looks after. Caretaker looks after estates, means properties, buildings and other properties. So he looks after other properties. So like a plant. So a caretaker looks after estates. So here after is preposition. We will add s in the main verb. So look is the main verb. So we add s because the caretaker is singular. The subject is singular. So s is added to the first form of the verb. Fourth, a curator the museum. So what does the curator do in museum? What is his duty? So he manages. So manage is the first form. Manage is the first form. So we add s. Already given. So s is added. Why? Because a curator here also the subject is singular. So we will use singular verb, means we will add s. Manages the museum. Fifth one, a doctor patients in his clinic. So what does a doctor do in his clinic? For the patients? So the doctor treats. He gives treatment to the patients. So here treatment is noun. We have to use here verb. So treat is verb. So doctor is one, singular here. One person. Means we are talking about one doctor. A doctor. So here we will add treats. Why? Because doctor is singular. So the verb is also singular. So a doctor treats patients in his clinic. Eskimos. Eskimos is here plural. So the subject is plural. So the verb also will be plural. And you know all the verbs in their main form, first form are plural. So we will use only the first form of the verb. Eskimos in igloos. Igloos means the houses made of ice, snow, means in round shape. Okay. So Eskimos live. They live in igloos. So we don't add s or es here because the subject is plural. Eskimos live in igloos. So igloos is their living places in round shape made of ice. That is called igloos. Same. And optician eyesight. So what does an optician do? He checks. Means he checks eyesight. So this is the duty of an optician or profession of an optician. He checks eyesight and then he prescribes spectacles and its power. Okay. So now note it down in your workbook. Okay students, now see these three sentences. Soldiers on fronts. So what do soldiers do on fronts? Fronts mean here borders. So what does soldiers do on borders? Means they fight with enemies. The soldiers, see here, soldiers, this subject is plural. So the verb will be also plural. So we use Fight or fights? S is required here? No, S is not required. Why? Because the subject is plural. So the verb also will be plural and the first form of the verb is always plural. Okay? So, fight. Soldiers fight on fronts. 9. An undertaker, dead bodies. So what is the use of dead bodies for an undertaker? What does he do? He buries the dead body. So an undertaker bury B-U-R-Y. It is the first form bury. So we remove Y and then we add I-E-S. Okay, in place of Y we write I and then add S or E-S. So it will be buries, means to dig the ground and put the dead body in the pit and then cover with soil. That is bury the dead bodies. And 10. We stars in planetarium. So what do we do in planetarium with stars? What do we study? Okay, we study. We study stars in planetarium, means it is a building where we sit and watch the artificial stars and their locations and study about them. Okay, so we study stars in planetarium. Note it down. Okay, students, now let us do the third point of the same exercise 8.3. So this is the third point. So come at page number 67. Third point is answer the following questions in present indefinite using the given hints. So the hints are given in front of the sentences and we have to use the hints in the answer. The first one is, when do you go to school? When do you go to school? And the time given at 8 a.m. So how you will make the answer? When do you go to school? And time given at 8 a.m. So what will be the answer? I go to school. I go to school at 8 a.m. So I go to school or I goes to school. I go, because I is singular number but first person. So we use the first form of the verb go. Okay, I go to school. Second one, what do spiders make? So spiders here plural subject. So we use plural verb. So simply you can understand, if do is used in the sentence with subject, it means the subject is plural. And if does is given in negative or interrogative sentence, so it means the subject is singular. Okay. So if the do given, it means we have to use first form of the verb. Does given, it means we have to add S or ES in the verb. Okay. So here see spiders make, not makes, because spiders here plural. The spiders make cobweb. Cobweb given in front of the sentence. So the verb is make. Third one, where does your friend play? Where does your friend play? And the answer is in the field. The place is given in the field. So now you have to frame the answer. So the answer will be my friends plays. Here S added. Why? Because my friend, not friends. Your one friend. If here friends given, then we will use play. But here friend given means one friend. So S will be added. My friend plays in the field. So the verb is plays. Next one. what tools does a carpenter use? Tools to make furniture, chairs, tables, doors, windows. Okay. So what are the instruments and tools? So the answer will be the carpenter uses. Now use is the first form of the verb. So carpenter is singular. So we use s in the first form of the verb. The carpenter uses saw, plane, and screwdriver. Okay. Saw means to cut the wood, and plane means to make the wood smooth. Means they rub the wood and it becomes smooth. So saw, plane, and screwdriver. Okay. Now fifth one. Where do hares live? Where do hares live? Do given do means here the subject is plural. So you will use first form of the verb. Hares means rabbits. Hares live. Because the subject is plural, so we will use first form of the verb. Hares live in hutch, which means the living place of hares. Okay, that is hutch. The sixth one is, where does the mechanic repair cars? So the mechanic repair does given, it means we have to add s or es to the first form of the verb. The mechanic repairs. Repair is the first form of the verb. We have to add s. The mechanic repairs cars in garage or garage. Okay. The mechanic repairs cars in garage. Note it down. So students, now the use of present indefinite tense. So present indefinite is used to express forthcoming programs. Forthcoming programs means the programs that are fixed in the future. Means the fixed program in the future. We use present indefinite to express the coming events that is fixed in the future. Okay. For example, the PM comes tomorrow. Comes tomorrow. Okay. The PM comes tomorrow. It means the program of coming is fixed. So we can speak this sentence in future. The PM will come tomorrow. The PM means Prime Minister will come tomorrow. So in place of the PM will come tomorrow, we speak the PM comes tomorrow, because present indefinite tense expresses forthcoming programs or events. Okay. The program or the event that is fixed in the future. Okay. Now, and then I have a meeting tomorrow. I have a meeting. I have a meeting tomorrow. Okay. So this is also I have a meeting tomorrow. Means the meeting is fixed. That the meeting will occur tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow. Okay. And he comes here tonight. This program is fixed. The World Cup starts. The World Cup starts in the May. In May. So, or in the month of May. So we can speak this sentence in future. The World Cup will start in the month of May. And in simple present, in present indefinite, we can speak the World Cup starts in the month of May. Okay. Now it is used to express future after when, if, until also. Means we use present indefinite to express the conditional sentences also. For example, if you work hard, comma, the second part, you will pass. You will pass. Okay? So here see, this is complex sentence. So here subordinate clause and principal clause. So this one is subordinate clause. If you work hard, this shows condition. If you work hard, you will pass. So we don't use will in both parts of the sentence. If you will work hard, you will pass, it will be wrong. Okay? And generally students speak, if you will work hard, you will pass, and this is wrong sentence. The correct is, if you work hard, you will pass, means we use will only in the principal clause, and the subordinate clause is made in, that is present indefinite tense. If you work hard. So here see, work is the first form of the verb and you is second person. So we use first form of the verb with second person. If you work hard, you will pass. So this sentence shows condition. Okay. And other sentences also given. I shall not go until the rain stops. Okay. So we use present indefinite to express future after if, until, and when. Okay. When the film is released, there will be a lot of rush. Okay. So now this is the use of present indefinite tense. Clear?